I'm President, CEO, and Director of Gatling Exploration. My name is Jason Billman. Gatling is a TSX Venture, OTC Bulletin Board, and Frankfurt Stock Exchange listed company. During this presentation, you'll hear forward-looking statements. Please refer to the disclosure for further information. Gatling Exploration's management team and board consists of a very diverse group. The board of directors has extensive experience in capital markets with an emphasis on the mining sector. We've recently created a technical advisory board earlier this year and named 2 high caliber individuals to the board. In terms of the senior management team, myself, I joined Gatling in late last year as CEO of the company. I had got introduced into the mining sector in roughly 2009. I entered equity research covering precious metals for a company called Solomon Partners, spent a year there and then moved over to RBC Capital Markets for another couple of years. After that, I actually moved over to corporate development at Nevsun Resources, TSX listed company, and I spent 6.5 years at Nevsun until we were acquired by Zijin Mining in 2018 for roughly $2 billion Canadian. After that, I joined Wheaton Precious Metals in metal sales and streaming operations for roughly 1 year before moving over and becoming CEO of Gatling. Gatling Exploration owns and controls the Larder Gold Project in Eastern Ontario. We have 3 high-grade gold deposits, which are continuous over a 4.5 kilometer strike. Over the last 2 calendar years, we've proven that this one large system is actually connected amongst these 3 deposits over the nearly 5 kilometer strike. There's been a historical resource completed on 2 of those deposits, them being Chemainus and Bear, which equated to roughly 960,000 ounces of gold at 5.5 grams a ton. This year, we've spent the majority of our drilling program on the Fernland deposit, which is the least explored of the 3 deposits. And we will be completing a maiden resource estimate on Fernland, as well as the other 2 deposits, which will be due out at the end of Q3 this year. So pretty exciting time for Gatling. The project, Larder, is specifically located in the Abitibi greenstone belt, and we're sitting on the Cadillac-Larder Lake fault zone, and our project is sandwiched in between Kirkland Lake and their world-class Macassa mine, which is 35 kilometers to the west. And then 7 kilometers to the east is an old mine called Kerr Addison, which ran for roughly 60 years, produced 11 million ounces of gold at roughly 10 grams a ton. In this slide, you'll see a map of Gatling's property along with our neighbors to the west, Agnico Eagle. Over the last 2.5 years at Gatling, we've drilled predominantly on the eastern side of the break, as mentioned, the Fernland, Chemainus, and Bear deposits. Nevertheless, we have roughly 4 kilometers on the western side of the break, which is highlighted here by the Swansea zone. And that's seen only 19,000 kilometers of historical drilling and is really a significant area of exploration upside for Gatling. The most advanced target off the break is called Kerr Vit, where we will be doing roughly 4,000 meters plus of drilling starting in July of this year. And Kerr Vit is on trend with Agnico Eagle's Upper Beaver deposit, which has 1.4 million ounces of reserves at 5 grams a ton and has been recognized as a top priority growth project for Agnico Eagle. They're actually doing an updated technical study on their 3 deposits closest to us, looking at a centralized milling scenario, and that's due out at the end of this year. So we're very excited about the focus on our region by Agnico Eagle going forward. In addition to that, there's been a lot of M&A activity in the region on the Ontario and Quebec side of the border in the Abitibi, really showcasing how aggressive mid-tier and major miners are in terms of acquiring smaller projects which are close to existing operations or top quality growth projects, and looking to fit those fit explorers and junior mining companies into their portfolio. You'll see here on slide 7 a long section of the Larder project, highlighted by our 3 deposits, once again, Fernland, Chemainus, and Bear, along with the old mines to the west and the east of us, highlighted by Kerr Addison, as previously mentioned. We've, as mentioned, also drilled out these 3 deposits quite extensively. There's been roughly 250,000 kilometers of drilling at Larder, which will all be fed into a resource update, 43-101 compliant resource update at the end of Q3. But our drilling over the last couple of years has really demonstrated that the zones at each of these deposits continue to expand. They remain open along strike and at depth. And we've really been drilling this year, showcasing the Fernland deposit and its near surface potential, and have hit some pretty exciting intersections, which we've released to the market over the past couple months. On slide 8 here, you'll see the 3 deposits in closer detail. And you can see in the dashed areas, this is where we're spending most of our time drilling right now. At Fernland, we're finishing up the drill program, which will run till really the end of H1. And we're aiming to hit further mineralization at depth at Fernland, with the hopes that we can have a open pit as well as underground resource at that deposit. In addition to that, we brought a second rig to site at the beginning of May, and that went directly to the Bear deposit, where we're doing 5,000 meters of drilling. We're aiming to tie together the near surface lenses, as you can see here, with the heart of the system, which starts roughly at 450 meters below surface. So the aim over these 5,000 meters is to tie together the near surface zones with the heart of the system. So over the next few months at Gatling, we have a number of important catalysts and milestones to achieve. We have ongoing drilling at Fernland deposit, which will, after that's completed, we'll be moving the rig over to Kerrvit, and we'll do 4,000 meters of drilling there. And then Bear will be drilled for the next few months, really. All of this is going to lead into the resource update, which is due out at the end of Q3. And just prior to the resource update, we will actually be delivering on metallurgical testing results, which should be due out sometime in August. On this slide, you'll see just how significantly undervalued we believe Gatling is relative to its regional peer group. There's roughly a 3-fold potential increase in Gatling's share price just to fall in line with the trading average multiples of these regional peers. In addition to that, and as highlighted previously, there's been several M&A deals in the region, which is the 3 green bars over on the right-hand side. There's been a significant amount of M&A activity. These were all exploration companies acquired by mid-tier and major mining companies, and really we believe our region and our project specifically should garner a premium to trading multiples. So we believe there's a big value disconnect, which we aim to close over the coming 6 to 12 months. Here you'll see a share cap table. Gatling's trading just subs 16 million market cap in Canadian dollars. We have a very tight share structure. We did a share consolidation late last year, and so we're well positioned to continue raising capital and delivering successful results into the market and really advancing the Larder project to its next phase. For further information on Gatling, you can email us at info@gatlingexploration.com or call us at the numbers you can see on the screen. Good luck at the 1-to-1 mining conference, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye-bye.